Bharat Bond ETF by Edelweiss Mutual Fund. You can now invest in AAA rated public sector bonds with just 1,000 rupees.
Namaste, Sat Sri Akal and Adab. This is your host and host, Mr. Bond, welcoming you all on Bond with Mr. Bond for Edelweiss Bharat Bond Fund. This is a one-stop shop investment solutions for all needs of the investors. First and foremost, let me explain to you what this product is. Edelweiss Bharat Bond Fund will invest in AAA rated public sector undertaking bonds. There will be two options, 3-year option and a 10-year option. Investors will have a choice to invest either through the exchange traded fund if you have a demat account. If not, then you have a choice of investing through the fund of fund structure directly from Edelweiss Mutual Fund. Today we have a guest, Mr. Parag Shah, who is an avid investor for a number of years now and a very evolved investor.
Thanks, Mr. Bond, for having me over. So my question is that the current interest rates are quite low. So does it make sense to invest in Edelweiss Bharat Bond? And do you think that over a longer period interest rates will further soften?
Sure. This is a question which is plaguing a lot of investors' mind. They think that interest rates have softened in the Indian context, but let me put things in perspective. Look at this chart. From 2000 to 2019, we have taken examples of 5 countries: USA, South Korea, Germany, India, and China. Interest rates have softened from 2000 to 2019 from 40% to 103%. And this happens for countries who are going to be transitioning from developing to developed countries. India is likely to be the 3rd largest economy in the next 2 decades or so. Even in the current context, Indian interest rates have softened by 40%. Over the next 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, yes, we will see transitioning of India from developing to developed countries, and we will have a similar interest rate journey as we are seeing in the other countries. As you will notice from the interest rate movements in Germany, they have gone in the negative territory. They have corrected by more than 103%. So in the current context also, Edelweiss Bharat Bond Fund will make a lot of sense. We are still at elevated levels as far as the global interest rates are concerned. And with this journey of developing to develop, we will be able to capture that softer interest rate regime going forward.
Thanks, Mr. Bond, for sharing the data. So it does make a lot of sense to invest in Edelweiss Bharat Bond. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Parag. This is your host and host, Mr. Bond, signing off from Bond with Mr. Bond for Edelweiss Bharat Bond. Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme related documents carefully.